Welcome to the Missouri Valley USA Track and Field Show. The center of the track and field universe will be in Lawrence, Kansas this week for the 88th running of the Kansas Relays. And one of the top high school track teams at that meet will be the Olathe East Hawks. We'll talk more about the Olathe East Hawks in a minute, right after this message.
In 88 years, thousands of coaches, athletes, and fans have attended the Kansas Relays. Each leave with a story of upsets.
What a performance by the sophomore Stigler.
And milestones.
He just posted one of the top times in the world.
What's my story? It's still being written. Join me and my teammates at Rock Chalk Park and be a part of the next chapter.
Led by Coach Mike Wallace, the Olathe East track and field team has been one of the most consistent track powers in the state of Kansas. Coach, glad to have you.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Coach, just tell me real quick, what makes Olathe East so good?
One thing I think that really makes our program successful is our kids go out and recruit other kids in the school to come out for track. And that, to me, is a lot better than the coach going to do that. They really promote our program from within. We've had our staff has been extremely consistent. The turnover is minimal, very, very minimal. And we have like 150 kids on our team this year. We have big numbers. And usually when you have pretty good big numbers with the talent that we have, your chances of being successful are pretty good.
Well, Coach, last year the boys won the state championship in 6A Kansas. What's your team look like this year?
Yeah, we graduated quite a few kids, and the cool thing about the kids that graduated, most of them are still running track in college, which I think speaks a lot about what's going on. We have regrouped, and we had some kids talk to some other kids that have not run track before, and they're coming out and they're filling in the spots that we vacated by graduation. So we're doing pretty good.
So Olathe East is just reloading.
We're reloading. We like to think of it as that, yeah, just reloading.
Great. And on the girls' side, I know you've got a potent middle distance squad.
Yeah, this is the first time in 23 years we haven't had a legitimate sprint. And so we've now kind of morphed into a mid-distance group. We have a very good 4x8 group, a 1600 group, or 4x4 would be pretty good by the end of the year. The jump group's pretty good. We're not too bad all the way across the board, except for sprints.
Well, Coach, this week you have the Kansas Relays.
Kansas Relays, great meet.
What makes that meet so great?
I remember going to KU like when Jim Ryan was there and sitting watching Jim Ryan run. I grew up in Ottawa and watching him run when he had the KU Frosh shirt on with the pink shorts and they actually burnt the track because it had rained. And just the tradition of the Kansas Relays and all the great athletes that have been there in the past, and some of the unbelievable performances. Being a Kansas kid, it's very special to me to have our kids go to the Kansas Relays and perform.
Now, they burnt the track because that was the days of the dirt track
Absolutely.
in the old stadium.
Absolutely.
And now we're in Rock Chalk Park, one of the finest tracks in the world.
Absolutely. That Rock Chalk Park is amazing. We went out, I'm on the committee, the high school committee that looks at the entries on Sunday. Last year we went out, we did our thing and looked at the entries, and we said, we'll just drive out and see what it looks like. We thought there was no way in the world they were going to have that meet because that thing was not close to being done. What that staff did in 3 or 4 days to get that thing ready for that meet was just amazing. And what a great facility. And it's even better this year. They have the javelins done. They can now throw the javelin north of the stadium, north of the complex a little bit, and they've got another discus cage in there. So it's going to be even better than it was last year.
Well, that's great, Coach. Let me tell you something. I've looked at the entries, and I see that Olathe East has 10 events where they're ranked in the top 10 or better.
We do. We put a lot of, this is a meet, we put a lot of emphasis on the relay aspect of it. We have some good individual kids like A.J. Stevens, our high hurdler, is ranked pretty high in the highs, pretty good in the 300 hurdles. But we put tons of emphasis on the relays. That way we feel we can get more kids into the meet, give them the opportunity. We use this as a state prep weekend. It's a 2-day event. We don't do a lot of Saturday meets. This is a Friday, Saturday. We spend a night in a hotel on Friday night, and just exactly what we do at the state track meets. It's a great prep for us.
Well, I talked about your boys being returning state champions, but your girls have done just fantastic also.
We had a run. The girls were state champions 5 years in a row, and then the last 2 years we've been runner-up. So I guess that's probably not a bad run for the last 7 years.
That's a pretty good run.
Pretty good run.
Well, listen, Coach, I want to wish you all the luck at the
Thank
Kansas
you.
Relays.
Appreciate
And good luck for the rest of the season.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll return after this quick message, where we'll focus a little bit more on the Hawks who will be flying at the KU Relays this weekend.
In 88 years, thousands of coaches, athletes, and fans have attended the Kansas Relays. Each leave with a story of upsets
What a performance by the sophomore Stigler.
and milestones.
He just posted one of the top times in the world.
What's my story? It's still being written. Join me and my teammates at Rock Chalk Park and be a part of the next chapter.
I have Nicholas Skinner here. Nicholas, glad to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
Nicholas, what year are you here at Olathe East?
I'm a junior.
And what events will you be running at the KU Relays this week?
DMR, Open 800, 4x8, and 4x4.
Wow, that's quite a bit of running. What are your goals this year?
This year, hopefully I can win state in the mile, go top 3 in the 800, depending on if I run it or not, and then hopefully can win the 4x4 and the 4x8 also.
That's pretty good. Now, I understand you ran at the KU Relays last year.
Yes, sir.
Was that your first time going to the relays?
Yes, it was.
What did you think of it?
It was unlike a lot of meets because it was so much bigger, and it was especially during the relays. It was a lot more crowded, trying to get the baton and whatnot. So it was a different experience, I guess.
Well, the competition's supposed to be really steep this year.
Oh yeah, so I hear. I was looking up times and whatnot.
If you had to write a script for how you want the meet to go for you and the Olathe East track team, how would it read?
For me personally, win all the events I'm in, of course, and then for the team, hopefully we can get the Sunflower League Cup again, and then I guess all of us get PRs and whatnot, and run to the best of our abilities.
Well, that's a good deal. That's a lot of running.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I want to wish you all the luck this week at the KU Relays and for the season.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Drew Bailey, a senior here at Olathe East High School. Drew tells me that she's been to the KU Relays since she was a freshman. That is incredible.
Thank you.
Tell me about your experience.
Well, ever since I went there freshman year, I fell in love with the stadium, Memorial Stadium. And it's just a very big meet with a lot of competition, and I just loved the hype that was there, and it really made me feel at home.
Now, when you talk about the stadium, that goes back to my days back in prehistoric times of running there. But last year, we had to meet at Rock Chalk Park. And boy, was I jealous.
Yes, it was wonderful running there too. It was incomplete, however, but such a nice track and a lot of good memories from there.
Wow.
Very nice.
Even more memories are going to be made this year.
Of course, yes.
What will you be running?
I'm running the DMR, the 4x1, and the 4x4.
Okay. What do you think your chances are?
I think we have a good squad. Let's see, we have really good fast girls on our teams, and personally, I usually run really good at KU, and I'm hoping to have some good times, get some swings.
Well, Drew, you're an accomplished athlete and also a good student.
Thank you, yes.
How do you balance the two?
Well, it's definitely hard because I do work as well, and I have to make sure I have my dedication to track and also dedicated to homework and schoolwork because being graduating, it's been heavy on the homework, so I have to make sure I have my priorities in check.
Well, Drew, I'm going to see you at the Kansas Relays this weekend.
Very good.
Okay? I'll be the crazy guy up there with the bald head chin. Go, Drew, go! Okay?
Okay.
Listen, Drew, good luck.
All right, thank you so much.
Sure. Welcome,
Thank you.
AJ Stevens, a senior here at Olathe East High School. AJ, you're a returning state champion
Yes.
in the 110 hurdles.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and fifth or somewhere around there.
Fifth or so in the 300s, yeah.
Okay, you're one of the top-ranked hurdlers at the Kansas Relays this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what are your expectations in the meet?
My expectations for the meet, obviously to get first in both of my events. I know I have a really good shot in the 110s, especially this year. For the 300s this year, I'm ranked 6th out of, I think there's first 45. So I'm hoping to at least get high up there, maybe like first through third, somewhere in that range. I think that'd be really good. PR, something like that.
That's great. That truly is great. So are you planning to run beyond high school?
Yes, I have a track scholarship at Wichita State University. So.
Wichita State University, that'd be Coach Steve Rainbow.
Yes, sir.
One of my teammates at the University of Kansas.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's a great guy.
Great guy and a great coach. Okay. What advice would you have for a middle school kid or even a kid on the JV team here at Olathe East who hasn't had the opportunity to go to the KU Relays?
For starters, you have to improve yourself. Otherwise, you're never going to get better. You have to work hard at your practices, make sure that you're actually improving. You're not just kind of going through the motions. Weight room is a huge thing. If you don't get stronger, then you're never going to go anywhere. And that's just kind of a fact about that. So.
Well, Drew, I'm going to see you at the KU Relays. I'll be cheering for you.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank you so
Sierra
much.
Thurston, a junior here at Olathe East High School. What would you be running at the KU Relays this weekend?
I'm running the 4x1, 400, and 4x4.
That's a lot of running.
Yes.
Okay. You know how you run the 400 and your butt kind of hurts at the end of the race?
Yes, always.
Okay. That seems to be a universal feeling. Okay. Tell me this. Do you have any superstitions? I know athletes can tend to be kind of superstitious about, I want to wear my special socks or a special meal that I eat. Do you have any of those?
I always try to eat spaghetti stuff the day before a meet, and I have the same spikes since I was in middle school, so those are my only things I do.
Well, good deal. What are your expectations for this weekend?
I'm hoping to place in the 400, hoping to win the 4x4, and hoping to win 4x1.
And for the season?
I'm hoping to win state this year, and my time to be around 57, and break the school record also.
Wow. You just don't want to win, but you want to get the record.
Yes.
Well, that's great. That's great. What advice would you give to a young athlete who hasn't had your accomplishments?
I would just tell them to keep working hard. For me, I always keep God first in my life, so just do the work, do all the warm-up, do all the workouts, do it to your best of ability. So.
That is great. I'll be at the relays. I'll see you there.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Zachary Cahill,
Yes, sir.
welcome to the Missouri Valley USA Track and Field Show.
Thank you.
Zachary, what are your events?
I do triple jump, 4x1, and 4x4.
And will you be competing at the KU Relays this weekend?
Yes, sir.
And what events?
4x1, triple jump, and 4x4.
And what are your goals in the meet?
Come first in everything and just go as hard as I can.
Everybody wants to be first, okay? What does it take to get the gold medal?
It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and not letting whatever situation you're in define who you are as a person. So a lot of consistency and being persistent in everything that you do.
Athletes always talk about the work. We all know that it's necessary, but what motivates you? What keeps you going?
I think getting school paid for and my mom, so my mom doesn't have to work for the rest of her life. I think that's one thing that really motivates me.
The old, I want to get a scholarship, okay, which is a good goal. Tell me this: do you have any particular school that you would like to go to?
I think Benedictine in Atchison, Kansas would be a good fit for me, where I could play football and run track.
An excellent school. Listen, I will see you at the KU Relays, okay?
Yes, sir.
And you'll see me cheering loud for Olathe East.
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That's it for this edition of the Missouri Valley USA Track and Field Show, and I'll see you at the KU Relays.